Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Orina. Opposition MLAs who are members of the House Committee on Madhe gave different suggestions as the way forward on Madhe. One opposition member said Chief Minister Pramod Sawant should be summoned before the House Committee on Madhe due to the statement made by Home Minister Amit Shah that Goa CM concurred with the decision to allow water to be diverted to Karnataka. Other MLAs gave other suggestions to take the issue forward. Listen in.
First, we want to assess what is really the groundwork which has been done. We will look at the parameters which has so far it has been laid out in the courts before, what is before the Supreme Court, and I also want to see what is the legal this thing which has been done so far. So I think that we will look at it positively. Let us see how we can give a helping hand to the government, because as I said before, this is not a fight between you and me or anyone. It is a fight for survival of Goa, and I think we will put our efforts together. If there is some shortfall, I will tell them. If there is something which they need to do better, I will tell them. If they have done sufficient work, I will compliment them. But I will not mislead for the sake of saying or just for getting some clapping. I don't want it. I want that we should win. And
the House Committee summoned the Chief Minister of Goa, who the Honorable Home Minister of India has said was taken into confidence before the DPR was given approval. So if the House Committee does not summon the Chief Minister of Goa, then this House Committee is time pass.
So there are various
So all these issues I will raise.
Okay. Limit and committee meeting is by
No. Committee meeting and time limit. Everything has to be in time frame. When are we going to file? There is also an option that we have to file a PIL. So if we bring the advisory committee on board and we discuss with all these people, we can also file a PIL. Like PIL file karbaji separate. So that parallel we can see if we can file a PIL. What are the legal implications of filing a PIL? And एक आर्टिन PIL घालपाक जाता. So that finally the whole thing is that we have to win this battle against the neighboring state, and we have to protect our environment. We have to protect our tiger reserve. The corridor, if you see in the past track record, I am almost 800 tigers have been spotted over the last so many years in that corridor, the entire corridor of Karnataka, Maharashtra, corridor. And I think if I am right, around 4 or 5 tigers have been spotted in our area.
आमकां सगळ्यांत चड सत्तरीन आमकांच लागता. इफ इट एंटर्स नॉर्थ गोवा, इट एंटर्स फ्रॉम सुर्ला, फ्रॉम आवर सत्तरींतल्यान एंटर जाता माधे फ्रॉम नॉर्थ गोवा. सो सगळ्यान जास्त अफेक्ट जातले आमकां. आमची सँच्युरी माधे सँच्युरी आमच्याच मतदारसंघान आसा. सो सगळ्यान अफेक्ट जातले आमकां. सो कोणाक चिंता करपाची गरज, सगळ्यान अफेक्ट जाल्यार आमकां अफेक्ट जातले. सो एंड दीस इशू इज फॉर एंटायर गोवा. So we are all in it together, and we will see that we are united to fight this together.
स्टडी केल्ली आसा. आमी आज फक्त चेअरमॅना कडेन विचारले आमचो फुडलो प्लॅन ऑफ एक्शन कितें आसतलो. सुप्रीम कोर्टान आमी बेगीन डेट मारलेली, ताच्या खातीर ती केन्ना डेट आसतली कळ्ळें. आनी आमी टॅक्निकल गोश्टी ज्यो बाबी जे एजीन प्रेजेंट केल्ले ताच्या बद्दल आमी डिटेलान सगळें विचारले फुडले कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन.
Save Madhe, Save Goa delegation called on Goa Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai at Raj Bhavan on Wednesday, seeking his intervention in the Madhe issue. The delegation requested the governor to find a solution to the issue in favor of Goa. The delegation also submitted a memorandum and unanimous resolution which was passed on opinion poll day with thousands of signatures asking for immediate withdrawal of DPR approved to divert Madhe.
संपूर्ण 16 जानेवारीक जी आमी रिझोल्युशन घेतिल्ली ती रिझोल्युशनां आमी हांगा गव्हर्नराचे थ्रू राष्ट्रपतीक धाडपा खातीर तांचे मारे आयिल्ले आनी ती आमी आज ताका हँडओवर केलात. त्याच बरोबर ताचे कडेन म्हादयच्या विशयाचेर आमी डिटेल चर्चा केला की गोंयच्या सरकारान कितें करपा जाय, केंद्र सरकारान कितें करपा जाय आनी खंय खंय इंटरव्हीन जावपा जाय तें. मेनली आमी सांगले ताका की आमकां दिसता की गोंय सरकार जितली जाय तितली गजाली करना ह्या विशया भितर. लायक चॅलेंजींग द अवॉर्ड, चॅलेंजींग द डीपीआराक चॅलेंज करपाचें अजून पर्यंत सरकारा कडच्यान जावं ना. सो आमी सांगले ताका यू इम्प्रेस ओपन, बिकॉज कितें जाता की तुमी विरोधी, तुमी आपल्या येना म्हणटकीर तो ताजेर लक्ष दिना. पूण जेन्ना 10,000 लोक साखळी भितर जमता आनी एक आवाज उठयता संपूर्ण गोंयच्यान येवन, तेन्ना तांकां कितें कन्सर्न आसा म्हणटा आयला न्ही लोक. आनी हे लोक कोणे बसी भरून हाडिल्ले न्ही, हे लोक स्वताच्या खर्चान थंय साखळी भितर आयिल्ले. आणि आम्ही सांगला की नाव द गव्हर्नर नीड्स टू गाईड द गोवा गव्हर्नमेंट की हो विषय म्हादयचो विषय कशें मुखार व्हरपाचो. आमचे परीन आमी सांगला की म्हादय जर गेली जर जायत जाल्यार गोंयची लायफलायन गेली आनी तें गोंया खातीर खूब मारक जातलें आनी वी हॅव सॉट हीज इंटरव्हेन्शन.
आयची मिटींग सामकी गव्हर्नरा कडेन इम्पॉर्टंट आशिल्ली. आमी ताका एक्सप्लेन केलें की कशें गोंय अफेक्ट जातलें म्हादय ना जाल्यार. इट्स अ इम्पॉर्टंट रिवर म्हणून आमची लायफलायन म्हणून आनी ही शूड प्रिवेल अपॉन द गोवा गव्हर्नमेंट. ही शूड सी म्हणजे ताका आमी इंटरव्हीन कर म्हणून सांगलें आनी आमच्या तर्फे एज अ वॉयस पीपल ऑफ गोवा तर्फे तुमी दे शूड प्रिवेल ही शूड प्रिवेल अपॉन गोवा गव्हर्नमेंट अँड इट शूड गो फर्दर टू द सेंटर. गव्हर्नर्स इंटरव्हेन्शन वी हॅव सीक अँड asked him to bring about a solution in favor of Goa. कित्याक आमी सांगलें ताका आमची स्मॉल स्टेट आनी म्हादय बगर आमचें जायना. सो आज आमी मेळ्ळे ताका अंडर द बॅनर ऑफ सेव गोवा, सेव म्हादय सेव गोवा फ्रंट.
गव्हर्नराच्या मतीन ते एक आशिल्लें की हो मुवमेंट जो आहा तो गोळेक पॉलिटिकल पार्टीनी उस्कायल्लो काय असो म्हूण ताणें रेस्पेतान मानून घेतलें. मागीर आमी ताका पटोवन दिलां की हो मुवमेंट खऱ्यानूच गोंयच्या लोकांचो आनी हो आख्खोच मुवमेंट गोंयच्या लोकांच्या खातीर. सो गोवा एट लार्ज आनी पुराय गोवाच्या खातीर आमी लढटात हे तेज्या मनांत घालून दिलां आनी तीच वस्त तो फुडें सरकाराक पावयतलो.
प्रसाद पोलजी फॉर हेरल्ड टीवी.
Like-minded citizens, including politicians, came together to hold a symbolic protest against Madey River diversion near the Thar River in Mapsa and appealed to Goans to come out and participate in the protest. Slogans resonated the air as people held demonstrations against diversion of River Madey by Karnataka. The purpose was also to create awareness on protecting Madey.
बाकीचे सगळे जे फेस्टिवल जाता, दुर्गा माता धरा, सरस्वती माता हांगा विसर्जन जाता, आयज तेची परिस्थिती कितें जाल्या हे लोकांक कडेन दाखोवपाक आमी आयज अवेरनेस प्रोटेस्ट मारलो, पिसफूल प्रोटेस्ट मारलो. कारण त्या नदी कडेन जशें पळयता की इतली घाण जाल्या ते सरकार ते पळोवंक शकना, हेचेर लक्ष दिवंक शकना. आनी जर म्हादय नदी जर डायवर्ट जाली जाल्यार फुडें कितें जातलें हे लोकांनी चिंतपाची गरज आसा. कारण हो जो म्हादयचो संगम आसा तो पूर्ण गोंयाक आसा आनी आमच्या तितूनसून म्हादयच्या हितूनसून म्हाका दिसता आमचे झरे, नदी, कितले पक्षी हे जीव जंतू हे करतात. पण त्याच्या उपरांत व्हडलो प्रश्न येतलो तो लोकांचो. आतांच जर म्हाका दिसता उदकाक लोक रडटात, फुडें कितें जातलें तें खबर ना.
आंदोलन हांगा जालां तें हाज्या खातीर जालां की खुबश्या जाणांक आमी दाखोवंक सोदता की जर म्हादयचें उदक डायवर्ट केलें जाल्यार जी समुद्राची खारसाण आसा, जें खार उदक समुद्राचें आसा तें सह्याद्री मेरेन पावतलें, वेस्टर्न घाटा मेरेन पावतलें आनी थंयची बायोडायवर्सिटी जी आसा ती बायोडायवर्सिटी थंय सोंपतली. थंय पक्षी, जीव, जंतू सगळे थंय मरतले आनी जेन्ना तांची नासाडी जातली ताज्या उपरांत मनीस म्हणून जो आसा मनीसूय थंय सोंपतलो आनी गोंय जें आसा तें फुडें जागतीक नकाशा वयल्यान ना जातलें. आनी ताज्या खातीर आज जर हांगा पळय तारीची नदी जाल्यार हांगाय जें उदक आसा ताजो इफेक्ट कळटा. हें उदक खंय तरी कमी जाल्लें आसा पयलीं परस आनी जें वयलें व्हाळाचें उदक आसा तें थंय मिश्रीत जाता आनी ताज्या खातीर हांगा हें पोल्युशन तार नदीन जाल्लें आसा.
प्रकाश करेकर फॉर हेरल्ड टीवी.
The High Court of Bombay at Goa has quashed and set aside the order of the Archaeological Survey of India (ASI) directing the demolition of the illegal structure in Old Goa's heritage precincts. The High Court has quashed the order upholding the principles of natural justice. Goans reacted sharply to this decision. Watch.
The High Court quashing and settling aside ASI order has come a major blow to the activists who have been protesting against Old Goa illegal structure since November 2021. This has now pinned the final hope in the Supreme Court. And HC order squashing the Panchayat and TCP clearance has been challenged by Save Old Goa Action Committee, which will be heard soon. Social activist Anthony De Silva said, "It is painful how the court are delaying or finding loopholes in technicalities to let the illegal bungalow to be there. We will approach the Supreme Court to make sure the truth that the bungalow is illegal prevails. The bungalow is totally illegal and it has to be demolished and will be demolished." Meanwhile, another local social activist, Glenn Cabral, said, "It is an injustice to the people of Goa, even after complaint in the police station that the license was taken fraudulently. The petitioner, developer, gets a passage for natural justice. It is surprising." He also added that there is a CRZ violation as well as wherein non-traditional persons have been given clearance to undertake works of the conservation zone, he added. He also said that only hope now is the Supreme Court. The order of the SC squashing the order of the village panchayat and TCP has been challenged before the SC, which is coming up for hearing. Meanwhile, the Archaeology Minister Subhash Phaldasa has cleared whatever was to be submitted has been done from their end, and the Archaeology Survey of India will take necessary action in Old Goa illegal structure matter. The matter is sub judice, and if ASI asks for any further details, we will furnish them, he added.
It's very saddening, Sarki. It's very painful that how the courts are just either delaying or finding loopholes in technicalities to let the illegal bungalow to continue to be there. But how long will this go on? And today I heard that the High Court has quashed the judgment given by the Assistant Director General for Archaeological Survey of India with respect to that old Goa structure which is known and proved to have been illegal by all documentation, by all processes, by all natural justification. But yet the courts are trying to find the smallest loopholes to let the structure continue over there.
Squashing the order of the Supreme Court in directing director of ASI ताणी ऑर्डर काडिल्ली की ते इल्लिगल स्ट्रक्चर जे वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज सायटान आसा तें डिमॉलिश जावपाचें म्हणून ते ऑर्डर स्क्वॉश केल्ली आसा हायकोर्टान एंड आय फील दीस इज आय डोंट अंडरस्टँड दीस इज टोटली शॉकिंग सो आमी हेरिटेज वाचोवपाक सोदता काय कोणाक वाचोवपाक सोदता एंड वॉट इज दीस कंपल्शन ऑन द पार्ट ऑफ द हायकोर्ट टू पास दीस ऑर्डर रिवोकिंग द ऑर्डर ऑफ द आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया विच कॉल्ड फॉर डिमोलिशन in August 2022. This is totally shocking. आमी इतले एजिटेट करत आसा थंय लोकांचे फूल पिपल्स मुवमेंट आशिल्लो तो तें स्ट्रक्चर इल्लिगल कारण युनेस्कोचे लिस्टेड वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज सायटान 1 किलोमिटरच्या फुडें सुद्दां कांय स्ट्रक्चर जावपाक जायना. This is within the buffer zone. This is violating all heritage norms, buffer zone, violating UNESCO's rules of world heritage, plus it is violating ASI rules pertaining to the state and pertaining to the center Archaeological Survey of India. That site is under Archaeological Survey of India, which is the central body. So हे सगळे वायलेट करून फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तांकां तेन्नाच्या TCP डिपार्टमेंटान इलिगली सगळी परमिशनां तांकां मेळिल्लीं बिकॉज देर वॉज अ लॉट ऑफ पॉलिटिकल क्लाउड द पर्सन वॉज एन्जॉयींग दॅट पर्सन वॉज एन्जॉयींग. So now this is more shocking where the High Court is squashing the order given by Supreme Court in the light of the direction of Director of Archaeological Survey of India.
Clinton D'Souza, Prasad Polji for Herald TV.
French actress Marianne Borgo, who emerged from effective captivity in a home of 15 years, is now waiting in a hotel room to get justice. That will happen when the judgment on the civil suit decides if she will be able to possess the house she claims she has bought through transactions that led her to purportedly being in possession and enjoying the benefits of an owner. The case has now been slated for Thursday.
Borgo, who is a well-known French actor living in Goa for close to 2 decades, is one of the better-known foreign settlers in Goa and an active invitee on the Indian film circuit and a member of the jury in several film festivals. However, as the attention of all has been diverted to the civil suit, there is absolute silence on the criminal complaint of Marianne Borgo filed before the Kalangut police on January 24th, that her iPad, jewelry, papers and other valuable goods were stolen during what she called was a siege and takeover of her house by hired goons. The act of electricity and water being denied to her and eventually even cooking gas for cooking of someone who lived in that house peacefully during the lifetime of the original owner, Francisco D'Souza. Marianne, in desperation, even reached out to Chief Minister Pramod Sawant asking him to direct the police to rescue her, but to no avail. The Human Rights Commission Law Division also directed SP not to initiate appropriate action within 8 weeks acting on the complaint filed by Avinash Tavares stating that some people are trying to grab Borgo's property and have illegally restrained her in her house, and the bouncers are not letting anyone meet her nor letting her leave the house. At the end of the day, what lies in the courts will be decided and has to be accepted. But a greater need is for Goa to redeem itself from the international condemnation that it has got for failing to protect a 75-year-old French national from the torture, threat, and great mental distress, with the state simply looking the other way. This is borne out both in Marianne's complaints and the statements, as well as in letters written by other French nationals to the French embassy appealing to help to rescue Marianne and to take her to a safe place. Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
There is hectic digging in the city, with the result that many roads are blocked. At Kampal, the Fire Brigade Bal Bhavan Road is blocked for smart city works. Despite this, the Kampal grounds have been given out to hold the Lokutsa fair, leading to intense traffic congestion. The CCP had once resolved not to hold exhibitions and fairs at Kampal grounds. In this edition of Street Voices, we asked people where the exhibition should be held on Kampal grounds. Listen to their responses.
In this edition of Street Voices, we asked people where the exhibition should be held on Kampal grounds. Listen to their responses.
आमच्या कॉम्प्लेक्सान जवळ 115 अपार्टमेंट आसा आनी शेजाऱ्याक आनी तरे खूब घरां आसा लागीं ग्रीन हावसिंग सोसायटी म्हणून आसा एक जवळ 150 ते 200 गाडयो हांगा ह्या रस्त्यान येतात होच आमकां एक रस्तो आनी आमकां आनी आउटलेट ना आनी ह्या रस्त्यार भायले लोक येता आनी पार्किंग करता आनी पुलीस एक आसना काय ना आनी जेन्ना आमकां एमर्जन्सी जाता केन्नाय आमकां एक एम्बुलन्स हाडची पडटा कसली गरज पडली जाल्यार आमकां भायर सरपाक मेळना सांजच्या वेळार चडशे सांजचे 4 ते 8, 9, 10 पर्यंत चलता आमकां इतले त्रास जाता एक पाट आमची गाडयो भितर हाडपाक मेळना आनी आमी हे प्रकरण घेवन 2 वर्सां 3 वर्सां पयलीं पासून सीसीपीन गेले आमचो कावन्सिलर कबीर आमच्या वांगडा आसलो आमकां एश्युरन्स दिलें की ते इव्हेंट जाता जाल्यार पार्किंगाचे गाडयो आमच्या रस्त्यार पार्किंग जावच्यो ना हे एश्युरन्स आमकां दिल्लें पुलीस आसतले सगळें आसतलें अशें कांय प्रत्यक्षान घडना आनी आमकां कंटिन्युअसली त्रास जायत आसा एका फाटोफाट एक इव्हेंट हांगा चालू आसा एक जालो म्हणून काबार जायना आतां एक जालें आनी घेता एक जालें आनी घेता आनी कंटिन्युअसली आनी आतां रस्त्यार दिश्टी पडटा कितलें पार्किंग रस्त्यार दोनी सायडीनी आसा तें आमचो एक प्रश्न कितें करता तें करा गव्हर्मेंट आमकां कांय ना तुमी आमकां एश्युरन्स दिलें भायर व्हरता म्हणून असले प्रोग्राम सिटी भायर व्हरतले म्हणून हें आजून पॉसिबल जावंक ना आनी आमी कंटिन्युअसली ह्या रस्त्याक लागून आमचे येरादारी आमच्या गाडयांची येरादारी लागून सफर जायत आसा
Opposite grounds are used for the function, but parking there is no arrangement made. You can see the issue over here where the cars are coming in and out. Traffic has jammed up completely. The entire lane as you can see, there's no place for the vehicles to come out. It's so narrow. We request people on daily basis not to park their vehicles inside because of the hardship created for the residents of this area. But they do not listen to us. They fight with us. They abuse us. They say, where do we park the cars? The road doesn't belong to you all. It belongs to the government. But there's any amount of trouble and hardship that we face. When needed, an ambulance cannot come through. A fire brigade cannot come through. None of the utilities vehicles can come through. So it becomes a very dangerous safety issue and health issue also for the residents staying in this area. The assurance given to us by the traffic police and all and the CCP is that we will monitor the traffic. That is only monitored up to about 5:30, 6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock, there is no one to look at this area and people park wherever they want to. Big nuisance over here.
Sagan Gowde for Herald TV.
Sewage water is being discharged into open from the toilets of the indoor stadium at Sawalwara Perne, raising a stink in the locality near the stadium. Due to this, the locals are worried about the outbreak of disease in the village. Built by the Directorate of Sports at an estimated cost of Rs 37 crore, the stadium is currently used as accommodation for CISF staff deployed at Mopa Airport. Perne Municipal Council's Deputy Chairperson Gajanan Saval Desai has requested Health Minister and the Health Department to take immediate note and undertake appropriate measures to tackle this situation.
Meanwhile, the sports enthusiasts are disappointed with the administration for letting the stadium be used for everything except sports. The stadium was initially built for the National Games but is currently given to the Mopa Airport on an 18-month lease on rent for Rs 16 lakh per month. The people have expressed displeasure over the unclear stance on this non-utilization of sports facility taken by local MLA Praveen Arlekar and Sports Minister Govind Gowde.
Keeping the safety and security of school students in mind, Chairperson of Goa State Commission for Protection of Child Rights Peter Borges, with the Ponda Mamladar Vinod Dalal, PTA Chairman Suraj Garad, Ponda Police Team and Panchayat Secretary inspect the Opa Kanderpa Junction. Students of MIBK High School face several problems after school hours due to the absence of a bus shed, forcing them to stand in the heat and rain during monsoons. The lives of students are at stake with an increase in traffic during rush hour. Hence, locals emphasize the need for a bus shed.
The joint inspection was scheduled here basically after noticing a lot of casualties, and there were a lot of safety and security for the students studying here. So the joint inspection was basically to understand how we can resolve. There seems to be some hurdles in removing the obstacles which are there here, which again compromises on the safety of the students studying here. So we arrived at some joint inspections again, led by the Deputy Collector, and the Secretary of the Village Panchayat here also will revert to the Commission on some of the aspects which are brought to his attention. There are few recommendations which I already expressed just now. So this we'll see how that works out first, and then we'll chart further course of action.
स्वतः इन्स्पेक्शनाक गेल्लो आनी हांवें ताका सगळे ज्यो आसा म्हणजे रिस्क फॅक्टर आसा भुरग्यांक ते दाखयले. दुसरें जो एंट्री रोड आसा वागुर्मे सायड एम आय ब्रिगेडी वयता थंय एंट्री रोडाचेर थोडें इनकम्प्लीट काम उरलां आनी थोडे हे आसा हेज्यो स्लॅबी बीन थोडे पडलेले आसा, मातशें रफ वर्क आसा. ते कन्सर्न डिपार्टमेंटाक डायरेक्शन दिवचें अशी रिक्वेस्ट केल्या, कित्याक थंय जर तो रोड क्लियर केलो, आज बुर्डेर इंडस्ट्रियल झोन जाल्लो आसा, जाका लागून व्हडले व्हडले कंटेनर त्या रोडांतल्यान वयता आनी भुरग्यांच्या लायफार रिस्क आसा. जर तो क्लियर करून स्लॅबी बीन जे फुकले रस्त्यार पडलेले आसा तो क्लियर करून जर थंय एक रोड वायडनींग केलो जाल्यार भुरग्यांची सेफ्टी जातली. हे ध्यानान धरून हांवें रिक्वेस्ट केल्ली आसा आनी चेअरपर्सनान सांगलेलें आसा की आपूण ते कन्सर्न डिपार्टमेंटाक फॉरवर्ड करता आनी तो रोड क्लियर करून घेता.
हांगासर जवळ जवळ हे सायडीच्यान 150 ते 200 भुरगीं आसता दंपारच्या एका सुट्टेल्या टायमार येवपाकूच तशीच आसता. पूण हांगा असो रिस्क फॅक्टर जाल्लो आसा कितें हांगा मेन म्हणजे तो फ्लायओवर एक इनकम्प्लीट आशिल्लो आसा आनी त्या टायम आसा तो पीक टायम आसा, म्हणजे सगळ्यांकूच कितें आसा कामाक वचपाचें आसा, खंयची भुरगीं येवपाचीं आसता आनी हांगा कंजेस्टेड जाल्लें आसा. फाटीं आमचे भुरगे स्कुलाचे एक्सिडेंट जालो आनी हांगा मोर ओनली अल्टरनेटिव्ह एक्सिडेंट जायत आसता. ताका लागून सरकारा कडेन मागता हो इशू आसा पळय न्ही तो बेगीन हें करता. कारण प्रत्येक पालकाक दिसता की आपली जीं भुरगीं इस्कॉलांक वयता ती इस्कॉल सुटल्या नंतर घरा कडेन सुखरूप कशी पावतली हेजेर पालकाचें हें आसा.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Hundreds of people bid a tearful farewell to Father Clifton Fernandez at his funeral on Wednesday. The funeral mass of Father Clifton, who was assistant parish priest at Our Lady of Snows Church Raya, was held at Our Lady of Piety Chapel, Panzakorne, Kunkuli. Archbishop Philip Neri, Cardinal Ferrand, who was the main celebrant, extolled the work of Father Clifton and said he was a humble person, a lighthouse to the youth and helpful to people in need. Here are the visuals of the funeral mass.
Father Clifton ang amsoni mano adios kurung ang asurek zalia. Sogleon संपूर्ण मागणे जे आमच्यान ह्या आमच्या याज्ञिक बाबा खातीर करूंक जातले ते आमी आतांच बापाक भेटयला. जेसूच्या मरणा पुनर्जिवनपणाचो गूट आमी समोरुंगला. होच गूट फादर क्लिफ्टनान निमाणी 20 वर्सां मुणयारी याज्ञिक कसो भोगतीन समोरुंगलो. जेसूच्या मरणा पुनर्जिवनपणाचो गूट समोरुंबून आमच्या मोगाच्या याज्ञिक बाबाक सासणाच्या जिविताची मोसोरी आमी मागल्या. जरी तोर बाबार्थान आमी जाणो आमच्या जिविताचें मोल देवा मुखार आमी ह्या संवसारान कितलीं जियेल्या कितलीं वर्सां जियेल्या हाचेर दवरलेलें ना. देवा मुखार आमच्या जिविताचें मोल आमचें जिवीत आमी कशें जियेल्या आनी आमी आयकलां. निमाणी 20 वर्सां फादर क्लिफ्टन जेजू बऱ्या गोवळ्याचो विस्वाशी पाटलावदार कसो जियेलो. ताणें मोगान आपुरबायेन ज्या ज्या सुवातांचेर ताच्या वडिलांनी ताका पाठयलो थंय ताणें मोगान विस्वाशीपणान आपल्या शेळयांची सेवा चाकरी केली. ह्या विस्वाशी याज्ञिका खातीर आमी देवाक दिन वाजता. ताच्या मरणान आमकां सगल्यांक गोंयचे पबीत सभेक ह्यो पाद्री उणो जालो. ताच्या मरणान ताच्या बायक, ताच्या भावाक, ताचे भयणीक, ताचे फामिलीक कितें भोगलां तें आमी जाणो. तांच्या दुकान आमचो सांगात आमी तांकां भासायता. हे म्हजें आनी तुमचें बलिदान आमच्या सुर्गेच्या बापाक मानता तसलें जावं म्हूण मागात.
बलिदान आपल्या मनात आनी मोहिमेक आमचे नेपे पवित्र सभेच्या आदाराक सरस्पोर मानून घेवन.
काकलूत सरा देवा क्लिफ्टन आमच्या याज्ञिक बाबा पासत भेटयलेलें हें तुज्या सेवकांचें बलिदान मानून घे. तुजे पवित्र सभेन ताणें हेंच बलिदान भक्तीन समर्पिल्लें.
And that's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.